Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by the one, the only Mason Mitchell. How are you?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, Mason will be driving for Venturini Motorsports this weekend in the ARCA Menard Series race at Kansas. He'll also be at both Kansas races and also the race in his home state of Iowa. Um, so of course, you owned your own team for a while, but I know you made your grand return to racing, and even though you really never stopped, you kind of went away and then you came back, and now you're kind of, yeah, I miss doing this and I want to come back.
Yeah, no, I mean, kind of hit the nail on the head. Um, Stepped away from it in 2018 as a team owner. I mean, the years leading up to that, I wasn't really racing much as a driver. So, um, and then yeah, I was fortunate enough to get back behind the wheel of an ARCA car last year for two races, the West race in Kern, and then the main series in Iowa, and we had a decent showing with a fourth place finish. So I love the ARCA racing series. It's my bread and butter. Obviously, with the wins and the championships and everything, it just feels like home, and I can enjoy every time I get to be behind the wheel in an ARCA car.
So, of course, to get this opportunity for with Venturini and obviously in their final season as a team. What is that? Obviously, I know that a lot of the team will continue with Nitro, but this is the last thing under the Venturini Motorsports banner. What's it like to run for them in their final season?
Yeah, I mean, it it's I mean, I'm sure it's going to change the emotions of it as far as the season goes on for me. I mean, I I'm so like focused on just right now that I don't know what it's gonna feel like. I've been fortunate to know Billy and his family and those guys since 2012 when I stepped into the series. So seeing this change happen, I mean, I guess everything always comes to an end, right, at some point, but you never expect it to happen. But I just want to be able to do my job and hopefully get them some wins and if I can get them their last win, that'd be really cool. But obviously, Billy and them would want to win every race until even after I'm done. So I think they have a good program, they have a good system in place that's going to be kind of plug and play going into the future years. Um, but right now, I just want to win for Venturini Motorsports.
Yeah. So, of course, this is not your first start for this team. I know about 10 years ago you made a start for them up at Berlin.
Mhm.
What's it like to have to come full circle 10 years later to get three more with them?
Yeah, so that was such like a last minute situation that worked out in Berlin in 2015. Berlin, which is one of my favorite racetracks, and statistically speaking, haven't won there, but I believe it's probably our best from qualifying and finishing position wise. But that was a fun night. Finished second, but it was a cool just race and how it all came together. But yeah, 10 years later, now I'm racing for the team and on a more like serious level, like this all was all like took a while to put together. Not really necessarily put together, but it was just a lot of working and moving parts. And the older I've gotten, I've learned to never say never. And there was a point in my time I like never thought I would race for Billy and his team just because of I don't really know why. Just I'm such a competitor, and we were so fierce with each other on the racetrack. So it's like you just don't think of those opportunities in the moment, or if they would ever work together. But I've always respected them, and I know they have a great product on the track. And um, my goal is to be back racing ARCA more consistent, and hopefully at a full-time basis soon. And I knew going into the 2025 season that I wanted to align myself and with an opportunity that I could have a chance at winning races, and I think I am.
Yeah. So I know obviously you were in this series a lot when you owned your own team. I know that went away in 2018, but why did you want to come back? I know you came back last year, but why do you feel like you want to come back and do this again?
I just love it. Like I don't really care about any of the other stuff or money or accolades or any of the nuances that come with it. I just really love racing, and I just the ARCA car, that product, the tracks, the series. Um, I'm I'm loyal by default, and so I feel like when I was so young to have like a love for that series and the people in the series, and especially the success that we had. I just found a lot of value in that, and I really enjoy it. So that's why I want to be doing it. I mean, I think the car is a great car. The rule package and stuff. I mean, we always want more horsepower, but I just really enjoy it all, and it's a great series to have. Um, Bringing in like new partners and the family involvement, and just they make it all work and flow really well together, and especially to be on the national stage as a premier series is an added bonus.
Yeah. So, what have you been kind of up to, since then? Because I know racing is not all you do. I know you also have a day job as well. So what do you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, a few things. So my bread and butter that pays my bills is my own business of real estate investing with fix and flips, wholesaling, creative financing, and we do it all. I got four, I don't know, my board's back here. Everything I have going on, like 6 or 8 active things going on right now as far as deals from closing to coming up to close to purchasing. It's crazy. But I'm blessed with a lot of good people in the business that I associate with too. That's been a learning process. But besides that, I've been just staying active with trying to do some local dirt track racing in the last few years, some other opportunities which went really, really well. Never thought I'd be doing that. I always thought dirt was for farming, but being from Iowa, but and then just staying active with, I do a lot of running and racing, running races, and then got into mixed martial arts as well and competed in a fight there. So just always like wanting just to add feathers to the cap really is my cup of tea. So, but um, I want to be ARCA racing really.
So, let's talk about Kansas this weekend. You're going to race there twice. I know you have three races on the docket, of course, with Kansas, of course, Iowa, as I mentioned before. What's it going to take to get it around a track like Kansas?
Yeah, I think it's evolved over the years just because of the cars have changed a little bit, the rule package has changed a little bit, the track has um, come to its own with the worn out pavement, which is a great thing for racing, in my opinion. The tires wear out there. I remember my time when when we won the race in 2015, we changed tires at like 20 and then stayed at the rest of the time, and we got faster as the night went on. This time that's not going to be the case. There's definitely some fall off, but you know the first thing comes first is just having a good car, and the races are one majority of the time in the race shop, and I've been spending as much time as I could with the distance between North Carolina and here to be at the shop. I was there a few days ago, and I've known the team forever, so I know a lot of the guys there, which is the camaraderie and the communication is so important to winning. So first is we just had to have a good solid foundation, a good car, and then from the day we were fortunate to have enough practice to where we can just make proper adjustments to get close. And then it's just going to come down to just executing. You got at least one pit stop, probably two, timing the restarts, taking advantage of those, and just doing the right things all night long.
So let's talk about this. I mean, going into and then of course racing at your home track in Iowa. How special is that to be racing there? Because there was a time where we didn't know what that track was going to be looking like. Uh,
Right.
what is it like to be racing at Iowa Speedway, and of course being from Iowa and
Yeah.
just racing over there?
Yeah. Well, it's obviously it sounds biased, but it's my favorite facility in the country to race at and compete at. I think the fans of Iowa really turn out every time we go there. And now that NASCAR owns the track, NASCAR comes there now with the Cup weekend and the ARCA gets to kick that weekend off. It's even more special. I knew I had to be a part of it last weekend, but I believe they're sold out or dang near close to being sold out from the sources that I have. And which is so cool for the ARCA series because the crowd, the energy is just so electric there, and it's every time, and I just love that. I remember when we won there, how crazy the place went, and you're always chasing that feeling again. But yeah, no, I mean it means a lot to me to perform there. My family, my friends, everybody get to come out, enjoy it, and that is like my purpose in life is to provide a platform for them to forget all the craziness in the world and just come out and enjoy a night, and hopefully it's a good night.
And then of course, what's it going to take for you to get it done, this weekend, and what do you really want to get out of these three races that you're going to do this year?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to win. I know that sounds silly, maybe it's like a generic answer, but um, I know that I'm capable of doing it, even though I haven't been racing like full time in these cars. But I feel like with what we're bringing to the track, what I'm capable of doing, I mean, I don't feel rusty or anything. I feel good. I do a lot of simulation time stuff, and doing racing back here too. So I just want to win and do a good job for my team and everybody involved with Bebops and Proceed and my family, and then we'll see what comes from that. And just I know there's a couple important things too. Is like there's a lot of young, I almost call them kids now, on the team, and I want to be able to um, be able to win for them, to get them to experience the joy of all the hard work, because I know how much work and everybody puts into to get to the racetrack, the long days and nights and hours, and the ups and downs of um, winning and not winning. And so wanting to provide that and the appreciation for that is really important for me.
Well, Mason, thanks as always thanks for coming on, and best of luck this weekend at Kansas.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Bebops, Proceed, family, friends. We'll check it out, 7 o'clock Central Time, Fox Sports 1.